Ah yes, blue gold. If lobsters were Maine's firstborn, then blueberries would be its younger brother. Always begging to hang out with the lobster because he thought he was super cool. And apparently the lobster thought the blueberry was annoying. And instead of taking me, or the blueberry, whatever, under its wing, he instead decided to give it swirlies, followed directly by putting my head in the freezer, then locking me outside naked for all the kids in the neighborhood to point and laugh. Maybe that was just my childhood and has nothing to do with blueberries. But anyways, an industry exporting over $20 million worth a year in product. Oh, and did I mention they're f***ing delicious?
Walker, get yourself some blueberries. You've been filming this whole thing, just watching us pick them, eat them. They're very delicious. Here you go. There's one blueberry for you. These people don't know me, right? They don't know that from time to time I'm part of the dirt crew. I go underneath houses, I'm smashing nails, I'm getting dirty, I'm, throwing traps, being a Sturman. They just see me come in like this Hollywood type. I got these brand new pants on. This is called a pro tip. When nobody's looking and they can't see you, you just rub this all in. And then they look at you and they think, oh, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's like a real hard worker. Perfect. And we're ready to go.
Wyman's of Maine holds offices and land for the largest producer of, and I stress, wild blueberries in the entire US. Obviously, all other states produce tame, and therefore boring, berries that taste like blue dog. Probably not true, but I don't hide my Maine bias. Jasper Wyman started in the late 1800s as a seafood canning company, changing its pursuits to sweeter endeavors in the early 1900s, and it wasn't until the 80s that they stopped canning altogether to provide freshly frozen produce.
That's it.
There she is. That's my best friend for the day.
That's your best friend.
All right, give me the rundown.
So the basic mechanics is you can slide the rake in under the blueberries,
Yeah.
and then tip it back instead of pulling it straight up.
So how long have you been doing this?
Since I was 4, kind of a rite of passage to rake blueberries when you're a kid here.
Yeah.
Rakers out here will start at 5 a.m. and a lot of them will rake till 5 to 5:30 in the afternoon. The only time we stop is if it rains.
Yeah.
We shut down because the quality of the blueberry will be decreased when it rains.
Hand-rake berries account for about 40% of the harvest, and the other 60 are done by these guys. And in order to harvest the perfect berry, they set up camp and move in right here for the whole month of August. They wake up at 4 a.m., 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, and these two have been working together for 17 years.
Has the look or the perception that I've been doing a lot of hard work. Covered in dirt, looks like I've been working really hard. For me, it's all about the look of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter if I'm actually doing the work. It's just gotta look cool. Yeah, I gotta look cool. Like I know what I'm doing. That's all. You'd think that this nice air conditioner system, nice blowback would be convenient. It's not really, just sort of shoots this stuff at you.
Okay, here's the breakdown. 2 key words: box management. Fill up the back with empty boxes, and as this devil device spits blueberries at you at the speed of a Chris Sale fastball, you play one of the most chaotic games of Tetris to maximize the load that you can put on. It's fill, stack, move, repeat.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the rush now, baby. The time crunch is on me, the stress. Look, it's not all about just, picking blueberries and eating them on the go, There's a lot of pressure here, boy.
That thing doesn't care if you're having a bad day, if your back hurts or anything. It's gonna go.
Does this ruin blueberries for you?
No, I don't eat very many throughout the season. They gotta be as big as grapes for me to try one. Yeah, I've never...
Or I was thinking, like, if you go to Hannaford's or something, you go to the grocery store and you see a bunch of blueberries and all it does is remind you that back-breaking work, so you're like, no, don't even wanna think about it.
I don't know. I look at these as solid mills, that's about it. I don't really look at it as anything else.
What keeps you coming back for 17? I mean, what about it?
I just like this pace back here. Like, I don't know. I like to zone out with it, listen to music, and I really like this view. Like, it's amazing out here. Like some of the BLT rakes, the view you have is just so amazing. Probably won't do it forever, but I do enjoy it.
How many hours a day did you say? 2 to 3?
12.
12?
But this is only half the work.
Oh, what comes after that?
Well, once you...
There's more. There's always more work,
Once
isn't
you
there?
fill the box, you have to lug them to the rope.
So the key is, they say, bend over or lift with your back, right? Is that how you do it? I'm pretty sure.
Obviously, you want the freshest produce possible, so after we stack, these guys come around to get the berries out of that hot, hot sun and take them off to the plane to get frozen. And this is done with Talladega trial speeds. They don't mess around. And I'm pretty sure I broke all the things in my back with this move right here. Yep, that's the one.
Here we are in the barren flats of Maine. It's hot. It might be upwards of 200 degrees out right now. The only thing keeping us alive, give us oatmeal, is these blueberries. And my very, very, very basic Spanish. In case you didn't know, I said, what's up, friend? So, just starting to practice.
Time to address the elefante in the room. That's Spanish for elephant. Miss Lord would be proud. Maine hires 18% of their farm workforce as migrant workers, and these men and women have been a part of our agriculture and communities for decades, and they do a hell of a job. It may not be the first thing you think of when Maine workforce comes to mind, but they make up a large portion of the farming industry in the state.
There used to be a lot of Native Americans that came out of
that's right.
Canada.
Yeah.
So the migrant laborers that have been coming here since the 40s. Just the amount of them that have been coming here has actually been decreasing over time. They make the most raking wild blueberries than they make in any other migrant agricultural crop. You know, $2.50 a box. If they rake 200 boxes, they gross $500 a day. I've seen everything you can imagine here. I've seen people that, you know, are on the regular migrant labor circuit. I've seen people with the PhDs in sculpting and that just wanted to, they got sick of the rat race and they just went back and started just doing migrant labor. So every different kind of person is here.
Yeah, I mean, I think right off the bat, I mean, we've been doing, obviously I've been, you know, doing what I do best, blah, 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 talking, but I mean, the amount of work that we have done, it ain't easy.
Nope. You picked about $25 worth.
Yeah. So you see your the rest of your working days in the blueberry crop industry?
Yeah, I plan on retiring right here.
Yeah.
All right, I think I've talked enough in this episode. I'll let this Walker original shot take us out. Till next week.
Turn up, turn up.